Hello everybody, my name is Dandy with Key Smash Studios, and today's modded Minecraft tutorial we are going over Rats. That's right, Rats is a mod in the MC Eternal Modpack, and what it does is help you with every aspect of Minecraft. And other than a few materials, it's not that hard to start, so today we're going to go over the very basics. So to run you over what Rats actually is, it is a mod pack that utilizes little rats. Now I've gone ahead and tamed a couple of them for showing off their talents a little later, but at first I want to show you what you need to truly start this mod. So the first thing you're going to want to do is get you some cheese. Now cheese, it comes in a couple varieties in this mod pack, but we want the cheese from the Rats mod. So the easiest way to get that is to build a cauldron. You can see cauldrons are relatively simple, but I'll build one just to show it off. All you need is about 7 pieces of iron and you can make yourself a cauldron. Slap that cauldron down anywhere, and then get some milk. I'm using a cow in a jar, but you can just use a bucket on a cow to get your milk. So you put the milk into these cauldrons here, and just give it some time. The milk will curdle, and it'll turn into cheese. You'll hear a little sound effect. Sounds like a little glug glug glug, and you take your cheese out. Then, from there, all you do is take this block of cheese, drop it on a crafting station, and you have cheese. Now, cheese is the component you need to tame rats. Rats, at the beginning, are very scared of you, and they don't like hanging out. I mean, look at how tiny they are. So, next, once you have your cheese, you're going to want to go ahead and build a cheese wand. I have one already, or a cheese staff, pardon. I have one already, but I'm going to show you how to build one. So we'll put ours away, and all you need is a single stick and a single piece of cheese. It's very cheap. Go to a crafting station, stick right there, cheese right there, and you have yourself a brand new cheese staff. The last thing you're going to need is garbage. So I went ahead and made a little dump area, but this garbage can be hard to find. As far as I'm aware, you cannot craft garbage piles in MC Eternal. You have to find them, but they can be found in a couple places naturally in the world as you explore. A lot of villages will have a little dump area that has a garbage pile, and you can just pick up and break these blocks and take them back to your base with you. You can also find them occasionally as drops from certain mobs or in certain treasure chests that are naturally occurring in the world. Either way, your first instinct when you see garbage piles is to take it and then throw it away because it's garbage, but keep it. It's very valuable. Unfortunately, because of the setup of my modded world and the use of cheats here, they're not spawning very frequently. So I went ahead and gave myself some spawn eggs, just so I can show you what they look like naturally and how they will naturally react to you. So when you see a rat, look at them. They take off. They run as far away as they can from you, and in this instance, they're trying to get out through the door. The way that you would tame them is you would take cheese, and you can't walk up and feed it to them. Oh, they're gnawing on the wood. They're wild like that. You want to have them stored. See, they're going to make little houses out of it, or little rat holes in wood. So put them in an environment of cobblestone. Mine was just for aesthetics, and to show off that they can make rat holes. But what you do is you throw the cheese on the ground, and they're going to run over, grab it, and see that one just bailed through the rat hole. They'll run over, grab the cheese, and take off. So if you have them in a cobblestone room, you don't have to worry about them burrowing out, but again, in this scenario, they just kind of freed themselves. So, what I'm going to do to solve, well, I'm not going to worry about them. So they're going to take off. They're probably going to come over here and mess with my farm, honestly. So, alright, look at that. There we go. So, yeah. After you tame them, which takes a few pieces of cheese, you can see they progressively move slower as you throw your cheese at them. And that's because they're going to get more full, and more trusting. And eventually, you'll see a bunch of hearts pop out, and they'll trust you entirely, and you can command them. But it takes a lot of cheese, which isn't hard to obtain, but can be pretty hard to sit through and watch. Pardon the black hole slowly approaching me to my doom. Once you tame them, there's a lot you can do with them. The first thing I'm going to show you is you can move blocks. So right off the bat, a rat will pick up and move one block from anywhere to anywhere, as long as it's stored in a drawer or a basic chest. So here, we have a rat that has an upgrade, which is kind of the primary resource for rats. Once you tame a rat, you right-click on it, and you can put hats on them, by the way. And you can see they have an upgrade slot and a place for you to put items or just cheese for them to eat. So I have an upgrade here called the Rat Upgrade for Platters. Now, I'm going to show you how expensive these are. These can be pretty expensive. They take rat upgrades, which are a basic tool, but are built out of diamonds and cheese. or rat diamonds and cheese. But again, that's complicated. We'll get into it later. But for now, I just want to show you how these work and make the rain go away. So I have this rat with the rat upgrade for platter. So instead of moving one item at a time, so one piece of cobblestone, one piece of wheat from box to box, with this upgrade, they can move an entire stack. So what you do is you take your cheese staff and right click on a rat. It will be bound to that rat. So I want it to move items from here to here. I have 64 stone in this drawer. Now without that platter, it would take 64 trips back and forth until it eventually moved all the items. But because of the platter, I can click here and do take items from basic drawer, and then click here and say deposit items in basic drawer, and the rat will move them all at once. All I have to do is go into their menu, scroll over until I see transport items, click there, and you can see its command has changed. Now it's going to take all of those items, move them over in one go, and just sit here and wait for more items to be placed in the box. It can move any item from any one chest to another, but be warned, it doesn't work with certain other mod systems, such as computers. They cannot pull out of terminal systems. But that can be used for a lot of things and a lot of automation, because they will just run that job over and over until you tell them to stop. Another thing they can do that you can see with our speedy armed little friend is fish. If you give them the rat upgrade for fishing, they'll go to water and automatically catch fish, junk, and treasure items and store them in a chest. This little guy, however, is a little mad that the water's small, so he's just doing a little fishing dance, so we're going to let him be. Another thing they can do is harvest. They can be used to automate farms. So this little guy here, without this upgrade, would go through, pluck up the wheat, and destroy the crop, leaving you to come replant later. However, if you build the rat upgrade for replanter, while harvesting, they shouldn't break the crops. I will give a warning, though. After I set him to harvest, he's going to start doing it and putting the items into this chest. But I've run into somewhat of a glitch with these rats in this harvest system, where with most items, potatoes, carrots, beets, when they harvest, they won't destroy the crop. That being said, with wheat, they have occasionally destroyed the crop. It's, for some reason, it only happens with wheat, so if that starts happening, it's just part of the mod. I can't really explain it. Oh, they also make little rat nuggets, which are turds. They pick those up and put them away, too. So now that everything is harvested, he's just going to sit here and wait for it to grow. Now this works in a radius. If you had a farm there and farms all around this chest, he would automatically go, regardless of what the crop was, gather all the resources and put them into whatever storage container you bind him to. For now, we're going to set him to stay here though and give him another job. So I can set him to follow me, and I'm going to grab two more upgrades, the shear upgrade and the milkmaid upgrade. So if you come over here, and I lead the rat into here, and they can walk under fences and such, so you don't have to worry about fences impeding their jobs. I can make him stay here, and I'm going to give him the shear upgrade. So yet again, we're going to right click with the staff, bound it to the rat, click on here, and put deposit items in oak chest. Now again, it'll say from the east, from the south, from the top, it just depends on where you click on it. But we're going to have him deposit from the east, and now that he has these shears, you can see that it'll say he'll shear sheep and mushrooms when set to the harvest command. So we're going to go set him to harvest, and he's going to go start shearing sheep and gathering the wool to put it back into the chest. And after he gathers all this wool, he will stop and sit here and wait for them to grow their fur back. See? Like a good little worker. He's harvested all of their wool, and boom, there's 8 wool sitting there. Now he's going to wait for that wool to grow back and continue his job. But we want him to do one more job. We're going to have him follow us again, and we're going to go teach him how to milk some cows. For all of the upgrades in this game, they work kind of like this. So, when set to harvest, he will gather liquids. Now, he's not going to be able to put them into this container. I messed up by putting a chest here, because he actually gathers liquids and not, and see, he's still bound to that chest, but he's not going to know what to do because he's gathering liquids. So you're going to want him to deposit these liquids into some kind of glass container. So here, we'll go into creative mode real quick, and we'll go ahead and get one of those containers for you. So if you get, what is it called? I believe it's called a barrel. I cannot remember off the top of me what these things are called. So we'll just use a drum, because drums should work. So let's say we do an iron drum. So I will take the iron drum, drop it right there, and it has nothing in it right now. You can see drum empty. So I'm going to right click on this and deposit an iron drum. Well, he's not very happy with that, is he? So it might not work with iron drums. But either way, there's a glass container that you can store it in. The name's blanking on me right now, but for most things that hold liquids, you can have them deposit the liquids. But that is what rats do. There's all kinds of different containers and different shear upgrades and just general rat upgrades that you can work with to help them complete jobs for you. In fact, if you go in here and just search rat upgrade, you'll see that there are a lot. You can have them fight monsters, you can have them cook for you. If you want to transport items faster, an ender pearl eye will allow them to teleport. They can bucket items, mega bucket. There's all kinds of upgrades. Some that even just make them drop coins randomly or while killing enemies. Some that makes them explode. It's almost limitless. So get some rats. You can tame them, which if you wanted a tutorial on that, we can do later. And put them to work for you, because they can do all kinds of things, and they're very adorable and reliant little workers. Thank y'all all for watching. This has been our basic tutorial on rats. If you'd like to know more about how rats works, or for us to delve deeper into this mod, let us know. Or if you'd like any other kind of mod, feel free to let us know. We're happy to talk about anything. We really enjoy Minecraft and all of its mod packs, but Eternal has been one we've enjoyed recently. So thank y'all all for watching, and we hope you enjoyed and learned a little bit about modded Minecraft. Bye-bye!